VCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business. PrimaryBankNH.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to help meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or Copperdoor.com.
Kenzie takes a touch. She'll have one shot to the right side, and it's good.
May takes the snap, hands it off to Helton. Similar play, similar result. This time a stiff arm gets Helton free. He's met at the goal line, but he's in.
With numbers, sends it into the circle. O'Donnell to Kylie, shot, score!
Oh, somebody's got to do it. So now the ball through. Benjamin with it. Left foot, right foot is good.
They have cleaned that up over the years a lot. Oh, nice block.
Snap, looks to pass. May rolls to his right, delivers to the end zone. Back in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Evening and welcome to Bedford High School in Bedford, New Hampshire. Today is Monday, October 6, 2025, for a hometown matchup of the Bedford Bulldogs versus the Winnacunnet Warriors. Your hometown Bedford field hockey program boasts a record of 11 wins and only 1 loss on the season, while the Winnacunnet Warriors come into town with a 9-win, 2-loss, and 1 tie record. The 2 losses they have are at the hands of defending state champs Keene Blackbirds and the Londonderry Lancers, both 1-goal games, and a tie to Merrimack High School. Both these programs at the top of the heap here in the playoff picture, as number 1 ranked Bedford started the season preseason favorites and have remained at the top here after a big win over Londonderry last week to close out the last week. As play gets underway, Lenti, sophomore forward, will draw the foul off the Warriors, and senior captain midfielder Eloise Montagano will take it, lift it all the way into the shooter circle. Lenti knocks it down. Lenti tries to chip over the defender just a little too much, and that ball goes outside the baseline, and that'll come back out to the 16 with a free hit for the Winnacunnet Warriors.
Yeah, right, yeah. I can say they definitely home field.
Tried to clear. O'Donnell intercepts.
Nice, Allie.
Tries to move right. Warriors get it back. Send it up across the 35.
Yep,
Ball battled for along the 50. Montagano comes back, gets possession. She circles, goes backhand. Finds Wolf. Wolf goes down the line, finds Lenti. Lenti drags across the 10, back in. Finds O'Donnell. Nicely defended there by the Warriors, as number 1, Frost, was able to slow down the Bedford attack. Ball back out on the 16 with a free hit. Warriors send it up the field. Knocked down there by Montagano again. She draws a foul off of McAfee. Wolf goes down low to Lenti. Lenti tries a one-time pass, hits the foot of the defender, and the Bulldogs will be the first team to get the free corner shot here on this attempt. Only a few minutes into the game, and the Bulldogs with an offensive chance. Senior Grace Wolf will take it from the baseline, sends it up top, finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell, direct shot, blocked nicely there by the Warriors, by Cool-Harris.
got help.
And back come the Bulldogs. Far side of the field, Putney trying to look for room, does a back pass. Battled for along the 20. Catane wins it, finds Putney again. She's at the 15, trying to look for a lane. Cuts down low, tries to send it across. Ball goes out of bounds. And that ball will come back out to the 16 and be a free hit for the Warriors. Number 5, Gula Harris sends it up. Montagano steals it back. Putney gets it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell out in front of the net. Defended. Ball scrambled for in front. Save there by Morgado as the Warriors are able to clear. Bulldogs send it back in, up across the 20. McAfee comes out with it. Stick handles far side, on the run, all the way up across the 50 with speed. Gets around a lane, in across the 30 and the 25 into the 20. Moves into the shooter circle. Takes a shot. Right pad save there by senior Irene Sy as she gets the right pad on it and slows down McAfee, who stretched it all the way up the field with a nice offensive bid for the Warriors, only to be denied there by Sy. McAfee gets it back, sends it back towards the box. Elaine comes out with it for the Bulldogs, tries to chip it upfield. Foul committed by the Bulldogs. Free hit for the Warriors. They send it back into the shooter circle. Another foul is committed. That ball will come to the 16. Bulldogs will have the free hit. Big lift up the field by the Bulldogs, but the player didn't give the receiving player 5 yards, so that'll be a free hit coming back the other way for the Warriors. McAfee sends it right up into the shooter circle, just too far out of the reach of her teammate. That ball goes out of bounds. It'll come up to the 16. Senior defender for the Bulldogs, Anna Ray, will take it from the 16. She comes near side, trying to catch Grace Wolf. Wolf comes back to the ball, gathers it, sends it upfield. Montagano's there as it bounces around, starts a stick handle, splits the defenders and sends it upfield, up across the 50. Knocked down there. O'Donnell intercepts. Has numbers if she hurries. Beautiful defensive poke there by number 20, Allen, as she robbed O'Donnell on that bid.
Start running.
And the Warriors come back the other way. Ball up to the Bulldogs 22. Foul going to be called.
Good idea, Reese.
Another foul called at the 45. Ball at the 30. Montagano spins away from trouble. Goes backhand, finds Wolf near side. Wolf trying to spring Lenti, just a little bit out of her reach, but Lenti recovers. Wolf chips at it. They're able to draw a foul off the Warriors, and it'll be a free hit for the Bulldogs from about the 45-yard line. Grace Wolf, senior, she'll take it. Puts it right on Lenti's stick. Lenti on the sideline, tries to cut back in traffic, does. Feeds O'Donnell, whistle blown. That caught the foot of a Warrior defender, so that'll be a free ball for the Bulldogs. Montagano goes low to Lenti. Lenti tries to go baseline. Nicely defended there. Again by the Warriors. And that ball comes back all the way up to the 40. Catane for the Bulldogs, senior defensive captain. Wins the battle, sends it to the 30. McAfee has it at about the 40. She takes off. She stick handles up across the 50. Referee blows the whistle, calls the play dead, brings McAfee back to about the 40, where the Bulldogs had committed a foul, and it's going to be a free hit. McAfee looking for room. Dishes it near side. Catches Gant. Lenti knocks it down, but they say it hit her foot and committed the foul. That ball will come back the other way. Warriors free hit. Gant trying to catch it in the middle. Elaine is there for the Bulldogs. They call back a stick off Elaine while she was trying to stick handle out of trouble.
Get open, let's go.
And McAfee will have it from the 45. Pressured there by two Bulldog defenders. Ball goes out of bounds. Remain Warriors ball. McAfee swipes at it, misses it. Lenti pokes it up, trying to get around her. Montagano, quick touch pass to O'Donnell. O'Donnell, inside pass to Lenti. Lenti at the 30, turns the defender, in across the 20. Has room on the far side, moves across the 10. Again, nice defensive play by number 5, Kula Harris, as she slowed down the Bulldogs' attack, but that led to a corner call, and the Bulldogs will have their second corner attempt of the game. Wolf from the goal line sends it up top. Finds Girasol. Nice. Tries to get to O'Donnell, but out comes the defense in Gant for the Warriors as she split that play up. And now Garant is on the run, gets up across the 10, is able to draw a foul, off the Warriors. Be Warriors ball. Back pass, McAfee looking for room. McAfee stick handles around, gets in the shooter circle, pushes it upfield. Referees are going to award McAfee for her efforts with a corner, as there was a collision right about the 10-yard line.
Go, make it count.
Nice stick handling there by Fiona McAfee. McAfee is a junior captain on this Warrior team. Just about 6 minutes on the clock. Ball inserted, comes up top. Donatelli. Oh, beautiful play there by Carly Hodgson-Rogers as she darted and up just like Warriors had done on the Bulldogs corner. Intercepted the pass as the Warriors were trying to set something up there for McAfee to take that big strike. And the Bulldogs were able to dodge that offensive onslaught from the Warriors. Ball back in play, too far, and goes out of bounds. Bulldogs will have that at the 16. Montagano for the Bulldogs at the 30. Sends it upfield. Ball goes up across the 50. Battled for at the 40. Ball pops up, hit the foot of a Bedford player. It's going to be Warriors ball. And referee is going to set Gant up at the 47 in her territory. She tries a back pass. McAfee has it. Lenti steals it away, turns the other way. Air dribble, beautiful ball up across the 10-yard line. Cuts down low baseline towards the net. And the Warriors commit a foul as Lenti went hard to the net and drew the defenders in. And it looks like a hack call, and that's when a player hits stick on stick and catches no ball. Yep, looking at the replay, that's what the call is. So the Bulldogs, with their third opportunity of the night, off the corner, up top, Lenti swipes at it, misses. We're going to call a dangerous stick on that.
Go now, go!
As the Warriors clear all the way out to the 50. Catane is there. She tries to go far field. Finds Vi Hodgson-Rogers. Hodgson-Rogers turns the defender inside out. Sends it down low to Girasol. Girasol back to Hodgson-Rogers. She pokes at it. Tries to get it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell with room. Goes backhand shot. Nice right pad save there by Morgado for the Warriors. But then a foul called against them. And the Bulldogs are going to have their fourth corner of this young game. Under 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. Wolf up top. O'Donnell. O'Donnell slips right, slides left. Montagano shot, saved by Morgado again. Back in towards the box. Ball's fought for. Montagano trying to scoop it, goes right, wrister towards the net. Lenti is there, she bangs it home, and the Bulldogs go up 1-0. That's Montagano with the assist there, as she didn't quit on the ball. And once again, Eloise Montagano connecting with Mary Lenti for the goal.
Goal by number 17, Mary Lenti.
Assistant number 1, Eloise Montagano.
And all things run through Montagano. That center midfield position just essential for the success of a team, and she certainly has stepped up here. 4-year varsity player, senior captain, and she really is the quarterback of this offensive play here for the Bulldogs. McAfee tries to come back. Montagano steals it away. Vi Hodgson-Rogers picks it up, goes with it, finds Girasol on the run. Girasol chops at it, tries to send it across the 30, goes back the other way. Catane, nice ball, changes direction in the field, gets it to Wolf. Wolf, O'Donnell picks it up, sends Lenti. Lenti into the shooter circle with room, tries to get a shot off, can't. Got a little handcuff there. Nicely done by Frost, the defender for the Warriors. She gave Lenti no room to get a shot off. And the Warriors will have the free hit from the 16. They send it upfield. Ball goes all the way up across the 50 into Bedford territory. Slow roller all the way down, out of bounds at the 15. And it'll be side in for the Bulldogs. Ray takes it, goes to Montagano. Montagano lifts, stick handles by one defender, tries to beat the second, pulls it up to Wolf. Wolf tries to send it up the field. Foul called against the Warriors. Wolf sends it quickly, trying to spring Lenti. Too far ahead of her. Wolf comes back up, gets it. Tries to send it down low, can't, goes off Wolf's foot. And that'll be a free hit for the Warriors. As number 2, Curtin has it. Curtin, O'Donnell intercepts for the Bulldogs. Cuts across the 25. Pocket gets picked beautifully there by number 5. Kula Harris again for the Warriors. But the Bulldogs come back again. Girasol in towards the shooter circle. Montagano. Stick handles, goes backhand, sends it towards the net. Ball comes up in the air. Referee's going to call a dangerous hit on that. That ball came up by the heads of the players. And the Warriors try to clear. Montagano knocks it down, comes back the other way once again. Stick handles left, spins, sends it in towards the circle. Warriors clear it quickly. Kula Harris with another nice defensive play. And time runs out here in the first quarter with your Bedford Bulldogs up 1-0 over the Winnacunnet Warriors. Today's game is broadcast on BCTV Channel 8 and High Definition 1072. You can also find the game on the Bedford Community Television app, BCTV app, as well as online. We at Bedford Community Television and WBNH would like to thank our underwriters for supporting our live sports coverage. Primary Bank, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Great New Hampshire Restaurants, T-Bones and the Copper Door. Well, here we are, folks, at the end of one quarter. And as expected, a tight game has gone back and forth. Bedford is leading in the category of corners with 4, and Winnacunnet has had 1. Goal was scored by sophomore attack Mary Lenti off the assist once again from Eloise Montagano, as that has been quite the connection between Montagano, Lenti, Putney, O'Donnell, all getting the balls to the net and going after those rebounds. The Winnacunnet Warrior program is certainly familiar with success. They were state champions in 2010, 2011, 2014, 2015, and 2018. Most recently in 2022, They were runners-up, losing in the championship game to Exeter High School. NewHampshireSports.com ranked Winnacunnet in the preseason polls as number 5 to finish the season, and as of right now, they sit at number 4, exceeding those expectations. However, any of these top-tier teams, Keene, Londonderry, Pinkerton, Winnacunnet, Bedford, Dover, on, seem to be pretty interchangeable, and it's certainly a quite the tight race here at the top of the heap when the playoff picture is right upon us with only a few games left in the regular season. In fact, the regular season ends in about a week and a half as play gets back underway here in the second quarter. Warriors move it up to the 40. Lenti steals it away, finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell looks for room, sends it upfield. Knocked down there nicely by Kula Harris as she goes far side of the field and gets the Bulldogs to commit a foul. So she's going to get a free hit for the Warriors from about the 30. She drives it upfield, goes all the way up to the 40 in Bedford territory. Katane is there. She goes far sideline, finds Vi Hodgson-Rogers. Hodgson-Rogers finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell up to Girasol. Girasol chips up around the defender, gets it up across the 10-yard line. Hodgson-Rogers gives chase, is able to draw a foul off the Warriors. It'll be a free hit for the Bulldogs. Back to Montagano. Montagano from the 20. She spins. She's looking for room. Tries to split the defenders. Nicely defended there again by the Warriors as they slow Montagano down. McAfee reaching for it. Bulldogs have it. O'Donnell gets it. Trying to work her way into the circle, but slowed down there again. Montagano comes back, hits the back of her foot, and it's going to be a free hit for the Warriors.
Go, go! Oh, they're letting him go back. All right. Well, I thought they were just going to play it because Maddie hit it.
That ball will come back to the Winnacunnet about 26-yard line. Referee wants McAfee to come closer to center field, and she does, puts it on the 25 and play back underway. McAfee sends it up. Intercepted immediately by Montagano. She tries to spring it upfield. Another foul called because that ball was put up in the air, and the player that went to play it didn't have 5 yards of free space to play it. So the referee determined that to be a dangerous play. Warriors break up across the 50. Nice stretch there by senior defensive captain Mia Katane, who intercepted that Warrior pass to slow them down. Sends it out of bounds in Warrior territory at about the 28. And it'll be a free side in for the Warriors. Ball set at the 30. Drilled up the field. That ball comes all the way back to the 35. Carly Hodgson-Rogers quickly over to Ray. Ray looks upfield, finds Wolf. Wolf spins on it, gets her body around, runs the sideline. Ball goes out of bounds. And referee's going to say that is still Bedford's ball. Wolf has it. Looking to send it in.
Nice, Maddie.
Intercepted nicely there by Garant.
Go, go, go!
And Garant is able to get the Bulldogs to commit a foul. Referees resetting the play here, trying to get the Warriors set up to where the foul occurred. McAfee will have it. She'll go with a big lift. Beautiful lift. Goes up about 30 yards. All the way up and knocked down as number 9 Fowler charges towards the net. And that ball will go out of bounds off Fowler's stick. That should be Bulldogs' ball from the 16. And it is. Ray, near side of the field, trying to catch Wolf, bounces over her stick.
Go!
Warriors from the 25. Try to send it in, get it towards the circle. Do. Out in front of the Bedford net, Catane scoops it up and tries to pull it out of way. Ball goes out of bounds. That'll come back out to the 25. It'll remain in the possession of the Warriors, as Catane just couldn't keep the handle on that, but did a nice job getting that ball out of trouble. McAfee looking for room. Montagano and McAfee go back and forth. McAfee towards the net, shot, saved by Sy again as that ball just goes to wide of the net. Ball to 25.
Get in there.
Donatelli commits the foul. Catane finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell comes near side, finds Grace Wolf. Wolf finds Lenti. Lenti up across the 50. Bulldogs on a break. Lenti stops, gets it to O'Donnell. She looks for space, tries to move it up the field, and the Warriors commit a foul. Lots of stick work there at the 30, and Montagano will come back and reset the Bulldogs offense. Montagano moves, comes near side to Wolf. Wolf trying to catch Lenti, knocked down there by the Warriors. Ball comes back up. Garant loses a handle. Montagano gets it back, tries to send it in, looking for O'Donnell. She's looking for room. She gets tripped up, but draws the foul. And the Bulldogs are going to be awarded another corner. This will be the Bulldogs' 5th corner of the night. Just under 9 minutes on the clock. Bulldogs looking to capitalize. Up top to O'Donnell. O'Donnell over to Montagano. Montagano looking for room, tries to go right, gets bodied again. Backhand. Vi Hodgson-Rogers turnaround shot. Ball pops up. Goalie jumps out, pokes it out of the way.
Stop screwing with it.
Montagano goes after it, trying to keep it in the shooter circle. Goes backhand. They're able to call foul on Winnacunnet. O'Donnell sprints away with it, gets a shot off. That ball goes far to the right side of the net. Believe that's going to come back out. Nope, to the 16. It'll be Winnacunnet's ball.
Go get it,
And that goes all the way up across the 50. Carly Hodgson-Rogers tries to clear. Ball gets knocked down there by Garant. But they're going to call a foul on her as Ray tried to clear it. Ray will take it from the 50. Free hit. Goes inside, finds freshman Elaine. Elaine tries a stick handle up the field. Is able to draw it in the defender's feet. Elaine continues. This time she goes far field. Goes down around the 10. Gets it down to Girasol. Girasol poking at it. Out come the Warriors. Knocked down again by Elaine. Trying to get it to O'Donnell. Does. O'Donnell curves right. Cuts towards the net. Tries to send it back towards the goal cage. Goes off the Warrior stick. Off the Warrior player's stick, excuse me. And O'Donnell sets it in. Gets to Montagano. Montagano trying to break free. Goes back to Vi Hodgson-Rogers. Hodgson-Rogers trying to move the ball up. Gets called for a dangerous stick. And the Warriors will drive it up the field. Ball goes all the way up to the 40. Carly Hodgson-Rogers finds Ray. Ray to Montagano. Montagano in open space. Stick handles around, takes a look, comes near side, finds Wolf. Wolf tries to go down low to Lenti. Does. Lenti at the 10. Cuts towards the net. Shot. Hits the pad. Battled for in front of the net. I think Lenti may have got that in. Referee is not signaling that as a goal. Waiting for a call on the field. And referee says no goal. And that was a free hit coming back the other way for the Warriors as the Bulldogs scrambled for it. Now the referee calls a corner. This will be the 6th corner of the night for the Bulldogs. Not sure about what happened down low in front of the net. Looked like a goal. But here we are. Corner try for the Bulldogs. Up top to O'Donnell. O'Donnell shot. Right pad save there by Morgado.
Stay with it.
O'Donnell spins, trying to get it back. Does. And referee is calling a foul on O'Donnell as that ball comes back out the other way. Fiona McAfee runs up the field, loses a handle up across the 50. Ball goes out of bounds. And the Bulldogs will have it. Ray from the 45 in Bedford territory. Nice pass, finds Elaine. Elaine trying to get upfield, gets bodied by McAfee. Elaine has to reset here. Montagano will take it. Referee sets her all the way back to the 45, but in Warrior territory, Montagano finds Wolf. Wolf with a one-time pass. Intercepted there, and the Warriors come back up with it to the 50. Ray knocks it down again. Warriors pop it up across the 35 in Bedford territory. Ball goes off the stick of Elaine and out of bounds as the Warriors push it towards the shooter circle. Carly Hodgson-Rogers is there. She pops it out with speed, trying to get it upfield. Montagano gathers it, calmly finds Wolf. Wolf, nice play right on the stick of Lenti. Lenti trying to beat the defender. Nice defense there by Gant as she picked that ball out of the air twice to slow it down. Ray near side tries to catch Wolf just out of her reach. McAfee working at the 15. Battled for against Carly Hodgson-Rogers. Montagano comes back to help out, hits her leg, and the Warriors are going to have a free hit. Just under 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Fiona McAfee looking for room. Ball goes far side of the field and out of bounds as Fowler couldn't catch up with that one. Be a free side in for the Bulldogs. From the 5, Catane. Quick pass to Montagano. Montagano draws the foul on the Warriors. She lifts it, trying to go midfield to catch O'Donnell. Does. O'Donnell air dribbles, heads up the field, gets up across the 40. Is able to draw a foul off the Warriors. O'Donnell takes it back again, drives it upfield.
Nice, Mary.
Knocked down nicely there by Kula Harris, who's played a very good defensive game here tonight. The Bulldogs come back the other way. O'Donnell up across the 25 with room. Dishes to Girasol. Girasol from the line. Tries to send it back in. Knocked down there again by Gant, who's played a nice two-way game so far for the Warriors. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Bulldogs up by 1. Hodgson-Rogers back to Elaine. Elaine back to Hodgson-Rogers. Into Montagano. Montagano sends it in towards the circle in the net. Lenti gives chase. Girasol chips at it. O'Donnell has it. Looking to go backhand. Flips it towards the net. Knocked down and out of bounds. Referee's going to call a dangerous ball on that as O'Donnell lifted it up into the Warrior player. The Warriors are doing a great job of just collapsing on the Bedford offense as soon as they get in front of that box, trying to get the ball in the back of the net. They're not giving the Bulldogs much room to operate. Montagano from the 30. She tries to catch Wolf. Wolf, quick touch pass, sends it into the circle. Nobody's there. O'Donnell knocks it down, chips it up, catches the foot of the Warrior player, and is able to draw another corner. This will be the 7th corner for the Bulldogs tonight, as they might not be getting the shots off, but they're certainly doing the smart thing with the ball and putting it into the feet of the defenders and getting these corner calls. Bulldogs need to connect on one of these here. Only up 1-0. Ball comes in. Girasol back down to Wolf. Wolf sends it in. O'Donnell, quick one-timer. Nicely saved there by Morgado as she stepped right out and cut down the angle. There was no room for O'Donnell to put that by her. Great goaltending there by Morgado. Bulldogs commit a foul. Under a minute left on the clock here in the second quarter. McAfee will take it for the Warriors. 30 seconds. Tries to rip it upfield, doesn't get all of it. Quick touch pass to Vi Hodgson-Rogers. She comes back the other way, tries to send it upfield. McAfee sprints out with it. She goes up over across the 50. 13 seconds left. Ray gathers it up, comes near side, tries to find Wolf. Wolf tries to one-time it. Ball goes off of Wolf's stick and out of bounds, but that will do it as we're at the end of the second quarter here, going into halftime, with the Bedford Bulldogs leading the Winnacunnet Warriors 1-0. We'll take a brief pause from the action here at the half.
A reminder that the Bedford concession.
BCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business. PrimaryBankNH.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to help meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or Copperdoor.com.
And welcome back to Bedford High School in Bedford, New Hampshire. We have a 1-0 game here as the Bedford Bulldogs lead the Winnacunnet Warriors. And as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this Winnacunnet program is certainly familiar with success, with several state titles over the last several years, 2010, 2011, 2014 and 15, 2018, and losing in the finals in 2022 to the Exeter Bluehawks. But certainly produced one heck of a program as Coach Heidi Hann has notched over 200 career wins. She accomplished that feat in the 2024 season. So certainly a strong program, and the Bulldogs find themselves with their hands full here at the end of the first half. Up 1-0, but this game could turn on a dime very quickly, and we could have a tie game. That first half, the Bulldogs saw 7 corner opportunities and just weren't able to capitalize on any of them. The goal scoring comes from sophomore forward attack Mary Lenti off another beautiful assist from Eloise Montagano, who all season long has really run this Bulldog offense. Great two-way player, played just as much defense out there and generates a lot of the play all the way back as far as the 20-yard line and 15-yard line, as she is really the key to keeping the ball up the field and under control for the Bulldogs. Our next broadcast for Bedford Community Television will be boys soccer versus the Keene Blackbirds, Tuesday, October 7th at 7 p.m. Then that following Friday, October 10th, you'll have boys football versus Nashua North at 7 p.m. Watch all the live action on Bedford Community Television, Channel 8, high definition 1072 on cable, or the BCTV app after the game. As play gets back underway, 15 minutes on the clock, third quarter. And the Bulldogs set it off. They get up across the 50. Nicely defended there as the Warriors come back the other way. Elaine knocks it down, sends it upfield. Far side finds Lenti. Lenti to O'Donnell. Back pass to Montagano. Montagano tries to find Vi Hodgson-Rogers. She runs to the ball But that ball pops up, hits her in the leg, and that'll be a free hit for the Warriors. McAfee takes it from the 50. She's off to the races, up across the 40 and the 35, into Bedford territory. She loses the handle as Montagano broke up the play there. Elaine tries to send it out, goes off the back of her stick, and McAfee gets it back. Cuts into the shooter circle, sends it, front of the net. Battled for. Carly Hodgson-Rogers clears it for the Bulldogs and sends it upfield with a beautiful defensive play there as she intercepted that pass and slowed down the Warrior attack. Lenti working that far sideline, trying to get it up the field. Can't. Goes out of bounds at the 50. Warriors send it back up across the 35. McAfee picks it up. Elaine jabbing at it. McAfee charges towards the shooter circle. Looks to go backhand. Does. Shot. Score. McAfee with a nice rush. Sends a reverse towards the net. Not sure if that got deflected. We'll have to look at the rebound. I mean the replay on that. Excuse me.
Yeah, I know, definitely did. Winnacunnet goal by number 23.
And we have a 1-1 field hockey game. That has been the theme for the Warriors. McAfee has just been busting up the field several times with opportunities. Just hadn't connected, but did right there as O'Donnell comes back the other way for the Bulldogs. Tries to send it upfield, finds Girasol. Girasol chops it towards the circle, gets it to Lenti. Lenti, quick wrist shot on net, right pad save by Margado. Ball comes back out to Wolf again. Montagano at the 20. A little give and go with Wolf. Wolf into the circle, finds O'Donnell. She gets hit, and that's going to be another corner call for the Bulldogs. This will be their 8th opportunity of the night on the corners. The Bulldogs really could use a connection here. Senior Grace Wolf from the baseline. Sends it up. O'Donnell, top of the circle. Tries to send it back low to Lenti, but nice stick there. As Kula Harris had slowed that down. Lenti on the 10-yard line. McAfee turns around, swipes it just to get it out of the way. But that ball carries up all the way across the 50. Catane tightly defending the Warrior player. Ball goes back up across the 50. O'Donnell's there to intercept. Tries to get up across McAfee. They collide. O'Donnell looking for room again, gets tripped up again. O'Donnell sends it upfield, finds Lenti. Lenti off her stick, in alone, chipped away. Montagano comes in, she takes it, tries to go backhand, looking for room, gets knocked down again. And the Bulldogs are going to be awarded another corner opportunity. This will be the 9th. As the Warriors are playing a very physical game out here, trying to keep that ball out of their offensive end. Wolf from the goal line, sets it up top to O'Donnell. O'Donnell low down to Lenti. Lenti shot, ball out in front, scrambled for. Popped up, O'Donnell comes away with it, rips it at the net, shot, score! And the Bulldogs go back up on top with just under 11 minutes on the clock in the third quarter off the broken play on the corner.
Bedford goal by number 5, Tegan.
All the Bulldog players attacked that rebound.
With that goal,
And O'Donnell was able to come up with it
hits the century mark
and drive it home.
Career points as a Bedford Bulldog.
And that is officially Tegan O'Donnell's 100th career Bulldog point here for the field hockey program, as she hits the milestone, combined goals and assists for a 100-point career. As plays back underway, Bulldogs up 2-1. Wolf Tries to go far sideline, catching Lenti. It's knocked down. Montagano steals it back. She chips it in, finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell trying to split the D, but Montagano's there to get it back. She's looking for room. Goes down low to Lenti. Lenti just can't handle it as that goes out off the goal line. The Bulldogs, that was their 9th opportunity on the corner. And even though they didn't complete the goal during the corner play, they were able to get that rebound and stick with it and get back on the board to get the lead back here. As McAfee sends it up the field, she charges after it. Once again, she barrels up across the 20. Tries to get by Elaine. Beautiful stick tackle there by freshman Abby Elaine as she put the stick down and stopped McAfee. And O'Donnell comes away with it. Sends it upfield, trying to send Lenti on the run. Lenti does get to it. Chips away at it. Battled for along the 30. O'Donnell comes in to give her help, but they're going to call O'Donnell on the body there. That ball sent upfield, but Montagano's there, sends it back the other way. O'Donnell pokes it to Lenti. Lenti back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell looking for room. Trying to get around the defender, can't. And they're going to call O'Donnell on the reach, as that was a nice defensive play there, I believe by Allen for the Warriors. Ball stopped at the 40 by Elaine. Referee's going to call a foul on the Bulldogs. Warriors will have it. Free hit. McAfee takes it. Looking for room. Her and O'Donnell bump into each other again. Back and forth they go. Ball set at the 46 in Winnacunnet territory. McAfee, big lift. Elaine knocks it down. Looking to go away with it. Warriors commit a foul. Lifted up to the 45. Now Wolf will take it. Wolf sends it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell outside in move. Cuts up across the 35. Looking for Elaine. Chips it up. Nice defensive play there. But referees are going to call a foul, as the Winnacunnet player committed the foul there as O'Donnell tried to stick handle around. And this time, Bedford loses it out of bounds. Warriors come back the other way. They come near sideline. Ball goes out of bounds at about the 45. Catane will take it. She quickly goes to Montagano. Montagano quickly outside to Vi Hodgson-Rogers, but just too much on it. And that ball goes out of bounds. Warriors come back the other way. Drive it down the field. That ball goes all the way down to the 10, is going to die on the goal line. Catane takes it. Tries to chip it around the offensive player, does. Stick handles between the two Warrior players. And is able to draw a foul off of Fowler. And Catane will set it upfield. Finds Montagano. Montagano at the 30. Looking for room. Stick handles between the two defenders. Draws a foul. Decides to lift it upfield. Finds Putney on the run. Putney with room. Up across the 20. Goes outside. Cuts down to the baseline. Looking for Elaine. Sends it in. Trying to catch O'Donnell. Nicely defended there. Once again by this Warrior defense. They have played quite the game. Slowing the Bedford Bulldog attack down time and time again. McAfee knocks it out of the air from the 22, and she takes off with it. She's up across the 50. Catane, beautiful pickpocket there. Nice defensive play by senior captain Mia Catane as she slowed down the Warrior attack. And a foul is committed over on the 35-yard line in Warrior territory. They'll have the free hit. They send it up across the 50. Putney comes back to help out. Cuts up field. Ball stolen back to try and go the other way. But it's going to be a free hit for the Bulldogs. Catane finds O'Donnell. Ball poked away by McAfee, but hits the foot of Montagano. And it'll be a free hit for the Warriors. Bulldogs don't give 5 yards on that play, and a card is going to be pulled and put the Bulldogs in the penalty. They'll play down a player for 2 minutes. 5 minutes, 12 seconds on the clock when that infraction occurred, excuse me. .517, the referee's calling. So we'll reset the clock here in the third quarter. O'Donnell with the penalty. The penalty was called because a player on a free hit has to give the player with the ball 5 yards to get the ball off and underway. And sometimes a player will reset really quick and go, and the opposing player doesn't have enough room to get out of the way. It looked like it kind of caught O'Donnell by surprise. But nonetheless, the infraction occurred and she got the penalty. So Bulldogs playing shorthanded right now. Warriors with the advantage. Putney comes back again to help out in midfield. Lenti cuts across a 50. Both forwards coming back to help. Hodgson Rogers drives it up the field. Knocked down nicely by the Warriors. Ball comes near sideline. Catane controls it. Gets it out to Lenti. Lenti midfield. Cuts back. Stick handling around the Warriors. Pursues up across the 15. Goes outside. Tries to find Grace Wolf. Wolf tries to give it right back to her. Warriors with some room now. They're charging up the field. Gant sends it up. Warriors get it up across the 40. Hodgson Rogers comes back and wins it. Sends it back across the 50. Players give battle as Cool Harris tries to go with it. But the Warriors commit a foul. Hodgson Rogers tries to send it upfield again. Knocked down there again by Kula Harris. Catane gets it. Catane spins away with it. Comes near sideline. Sends it out of bounds. About 3:17 on the clock. O'Donnell should be coming out of the penalty and is. Bulldogs back to full strength. Fiona McAfee looks for room. Tries to go backhand. Falls down on the play. Looking for the call. Referee's not going to have it. Hodgson Rogers upfield. Tries to find O'Donnell. Kula Harris again. She sends it near sideline. Warriors trying to get it towards that shooter circle. Bulldogs chip it away. O'Donnell comes back. Wins it. Finds room. Rips it up the field. Gets up to the 50. Putney going after it. And referee's going to call Putney on the body. Oh, correction. Referee's going to call the elbow on the Warrior defender, Kula Harris, as she was trying to get body position. And that'll be a free hit for the Bulldogs. 2 minutes left on the clock, third quarter. Bulldogs have a 2-1 lead here over the Winnacunnet Warriors. Wolf tries to catch Lenti. Ball goes out of bounds. And as we've seen throughout this game, the Warriors can strike quickly. McAfee with a spirited effort earlier in this game that led to the goal as she charged up the field. And they are able to counter to put it in the net. O'Donnell from the 10, looking for room. Warriors commit the foul. Referees communicating right now about the call on the field. Should remain Bulldogs ball. It is. Montagano. Stick handles around, finds Lenti. Lenti shoots in the shooter circle. Shot. Montagano tries to go up top. Didn't miss by much there. Nifty little play as she was trying to go up top over the head of the goalie.
1 minute remaining in the period.
And 1 minute left in the third quarter as the Warriors charge back up the field. Up across the 50. This is Donatelli. Loses the handle. Montagano, stick handles. At about the 50. Tries to get back to it. Hodgson Rogers is there. She chips away at it. Finds Putney. Putney against McAfee. Looking for room. Montagano intercepts her attempt for a pass. Ball goes up, knocked down at the 20. Hodgson Rogers as Fiona McAfee stick handles up the field, lays it out. Ball down to the 10. Fowler gives chase. That's just going to make it to the goal line. Carly Hodgson Rogers trying to charge out with it for the Bulldogs. And they're going to call a foul on the Warriors. And we've got 5 seconds left in this third quarter. Time's going to run out here. And that's the end of the third. We've got one heck of a back and forth game here. The hometown Bedford Bulldogs lead 2-1 over the Winnacunnet Warriors. We at Bedford Community Television and WBNH would like to thank our underwriters for supporting our live sports coverage. Primary Bank, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and the great New Hampshire restaurants T-Bones and the Copper Door. Thank you for your support. Well, about to start the fourth quarter here, as the students in Bedford like to affectionately call the field the Boneyard. We'll see what the Bulldogs can do. Up 2-1, heated game, and like I mentioned early in the broadcast, these are two teams at the top of the heap when it comes to the playoff picture here. In that second quarter, the Bulldogs were able to go up on that second goal off their 9th corner. It's a broken play, weren't able to connect on the corner, but the ball moved its way over to the right side of the net. All the Bulldogs converged on it, and O'Donnell got a shot off and found the back of the net to get the Bulldogs back up on top. But as we saw in that first half, the Warriors certainly have offensive firepower, starting with Fiona McAfee. Great stick handler, can really move with the ball, and she gets it on her stick, and she can cover a lot of ground quickly and generate offense for this Warrior team. As the players make their way back out onto the field here to start the fourth quarter. And these games are essential here, right down to the wire, late in the season. These are the type of games that can determine home field advantage. And we don't want to undersell the point that the Winnacunnet Warriors play on a grass field. And if they can stay high in the rankings and get those first couple of playoff games to be on their home turf, they are tough to beat on grass, as is the defending state champs, Keene. Bulldogs come out. Play is underway. Clock has started. Ball at the 50. Warriors will get a free hit. Curtin will take it. Excuse me. McAfee takes it. Goes far sideline to Curtin. Fowler chips at it. Tries to advance towards the circle. Does. Donatelli into the circle. Vi Hodgson Rogers pokes that ball away. Fowler gets it back. Sends it towards the net. Shot knocked down there. And the Bulldogs dodge a bullet as Fowler and Donatelli were on the march, charging into that shooter circle. That ball will be placed on the 16 and a free hit for the Bulldogs. Hodgson Rogers to Catane. Catane tries to go upfield. Catches the foot of a Warrior player. Montagano goes outside to Vi Hodgson Rogers. She goes for it, poked away. Up across the 50, Montagano gets it. She lifts it upfield. All the way back to the 30. Lenti chips at it. Knocked down nicely there as Gant had gotten it out of the way. And the Warriors will have it at the 50 with a free hit. Curtin sends it far side. Catches Gant on the run. Montagano catches it. She goes to Wolf. Wolf up to Lenti. Lenti with room. Tries to get it to O'Donnell. Knocked down there nicely by the Warriors defense. Montagano gets it back. Big lift. Tries to send Lenti into the corner. Lenti chips to O'Donnell. O'Donnell fighting for it. Going at it, trying to get the ball towards the shooter circle, is able to drag it into the foot of the defender and nicely gets the call. A nifty little move there. Montagano gets it. Stick handles into the shooter circle. Shot towards the front of the net. Gets knocked down. Warriors are able to come away with it. Here comes McAfee with speed. Charging up the field. Up across the 50. Up across the 30. Moves into the shooter circle. Tries to get a shot off. Falls down. The ball goes out of bounds as a spirited effort there from Fiona McAfee for the Warriors. Just like we saw the first half of the game where she really charged up the field and it led to a goal. Once she gets some room to operate, she certainly seems to be dangerous in open field. She'll bring that ball out to the 25 as the Warriors will have the free hit from there. She looks for room. O'Donnell steals it away from her. Comes back the other way. Chips it up to Putney. Putney tries to give and go, but nice defensive play by Gant as she ran back to help out. Lenti reaches up, chips it up the field, and referee are going to make a call on the field. Not sure what it was. And another card for O'Donnell as she gets a penalty, and the Bulldogs will be down again. Referee now calls the play dead again.
They just carded Maddie now?
And is now carding a Warriors player. Not sure what that call was either. But now we're back to even strength between the two teams.
That's ridiculous.
11 minutes on the clock, fourth quarter. Bedford Bulldogs up by a goal. Grace Wolf finds Montagano from the 20. Montagano stick handles beautifully, allowing player shot. Doesn't get all of it as she was going down. And out come the Warriors. They charge up across the 40. Work their way up to the 50. Looking for room. Catane is there. She knocks it down. Quick outlet pass to Montagano. Montagano drags the ball. Nice sweep pass out far side. Catches Wolf. Wolf finds Lenti at the 30. Wolf and Lenti working that far sideline. Nice stick handling there by Lenti. She goes down to the 15. Once again, Gant pulls away with it for the Warriors, sends it upfield. And the Warriors make it up across the 50. Catane is there. Finds Montagano. Montagano tries to get it. McAfee has it. Elaine, block tackle. They're going to call a foul on her. McAfee gets it back. She moves up across the 35. Dishes it down low, gets to the 10-yard line. Ray is there. She pushes it upfield. And the Warriors commit a foul. It'll be a free hit for the Bulldogs. We're under 10 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of game to be played. as Montagano has it. O'Donnell back in the game as the time expired on her penalty. Gant takes it away again. Wolf steals it from Gant, finds Lenti. Lenti tries to go back and forth with Wolf. Ball eventually makes its way to Montagano. Montagano looking for room, goes backhand, finds Wolf. Wolf, one-timer, in towards the shooter circle. O'Donnell catches it, looking for room, spins, goes back towards the net. They're going to call foul on O'Donnell, and that'll be a free hit coming the other way for the Warriors. Elaine knocks it down, sends it in. Montagano gets a free hit, sends it towards the net. Ball comes up too high. They're going to call a dangerous ball on that. That'll be Warriors free hit, coming back the other way. Elaine knocks that down, pokes it up to Montagano again. Montagano trying to stick handle, gets bodied. She lifts it up, trying to catch Lenti. Lenti out in front of the net, ball bounces around, it's open. Vi Hodgson-Rogers cuts in, but the Warriors are able to clear it. And it gets all the way up to the 30. Fowler has it. She's looking for help, tries a back pass. Putney takes over, heads towards the goal line. Stick handling around, looking for room. O'Donnell now has it. Looking for a spot, gets a shot off, goes back door. Lenti spins, backhand, nice save there again by Morgado. As she's had a great night in between the pipes, stopping all kinds of bids from these Bedford Bulldogs. And we have a timeout on the field called. As the play has just been fast and furious and back and forth. And again, this game could go any way. A quick strike by the Warriors, and we've got a whole new field hockey game. Bulldogs hunting for that third goal to try and put this thing away. Had some opportunities, but the defense for the Warriors has been phenomenal. In particular, Gant, number 11, has been all over the field, as well as Kula Harris, and great goaltending from Morgado.
Oh yeah, Sky. Definitely, you're not gonna get it because your stars are out. Oh shoot. Aren't able to install?
Lots of penalties were handed out in this fourth quarter already. We'll see what the referees do here the rest of the way in.
Oh yeah, Saturn's right there.
As the players come back out onto the field.
Yeah, so there's the moon.
And play gets back underway. Ball at the 50. Winnacunnet moves it upfield. Referee pulls out another card and calls Grace Wolf for the penalty. Not sure what that was either. I apologize, folks. There's only so much I can see from up here. It's not an easy job to be a referee in this sport. It's very nuanced. I know there's a lot of whistles for you at home. Understand the referee's main objective is to make sure that the players on the field stay safe. So those wild sticks, the balls that come up by somebody's head, or a lot of the physical contact, they're going to be blowing the whistle and slowing the play down. Because as you see, these players out here aren't wearing goggles or helmets. And that ball is rock solid. As the Warriors work it up deep into Bedford territory. Ray takes it, spins, sends it upfield. Excuse me, that was Montagano. Ball goes out of bounds, but it will be Warriors ball. McAfee will take it. McAfee looking for room. Montagano chips it off her stick. She loses handle. Bulldogs commit a foul. McAfee comes back quickly. Spins, tries to send in the circle, does. Ball out in front of the net. Shot, score! The Warriors tie it up off a backhand spin. A broken play. The Bulldogs did not look ready for that. As that ball came in, and we've got a tie field hockey game here with 6:20 left on the clock in the fourth quarter. McAfee again generating the offense for the Warriors as she was quick to the ball and relentless, just kept pursuing. And the Warriors take it back, get the ball back up the field. Fowler chasing, trying to get into the circle. Catane knocks it down. Fowler knocks it down.
She's in disbelief that they just blew the whistle.
Winnacunnet goal by number 13, Sophia Donatelli.
And it's going to be a free hit for the Bulldogs.
What the hell for?
And looks like Fowler was called on a penalty now. So we have 3 players in the penalty right now. Bulldogs are 1 person up here on the advantage. And up comes Putney. Referee blows the whistle again. And is saying that is now Warriors ball. Not sure on the play. I apologize to everybody at home. I'm not sure what these calls are. McAfee will take it for the Warriors.
How is that even possible?
From the 22. Play underway. She sends it towards the shooter circle. Ball knocked down, fought for. Donatelli tries to cut it back towards the net. But a foul is going to be called. It'll be Bulldogs ball. Free hit from the 16. Hodgson Rogers to her sister Hodgson Rogers. They find Montagano. Montagano comes free near side. She circles around, stick handles around the Warriors, lays it out for Putney, but that ball's too far, goes out of bounds at about the 40. Warriors send it up the field. Ball goes back out of bounds. Bulldogs will take it. Catane lifts it, trying to catch it to O'Donnell. Stick on stick, foul committed by the Warriors from the 40. O'Donnell tries to take off with it. Looks for room, chips it up to Putney. Putney into the shooter circle. Is able to get it off the leg of a defender. Excuse me, she wasn't quite into the shooter circle yet. As that ball will be set at the 10. O'Donnell moves 5 yards, looking for room. Sends it in towards the goal. Putney gets it. O'Donnell gets it back. Foul was committed as the Winnacunnet player put the body into Putney. And the Bulldogs will have their 10th corner opportunity of the game. Bulldogs and the Warriors should each get a player back here shortly. Ball comes in, up top to O'Donnell. She goes far side, trying to catch Putney. Putney does gather it. Shot. Nice save again by Morgado as she comes charging out of the net, dives head first to stop the Bulldogs. It's going to remain their ball at the 25. Montagano tried to move quickly, but couldn't. Elaine steals it back for the Bulldogs. Elaine dishes it to O'Donnell. She goes wide. She's looking for room, trying to get in the circle, spins. Chips it up towards Montagano as she gets tripped. And the Bulldogs are going to have their 11th corner of the game.
Let's go defense, you got this.
Under 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, fourth quarter, tie game. Catane up top to O'Donnell. O'Donnell, shot. Knocked down there by McAfee, but off her foot. And the Bulldogs are going to have another corner attempt. This will be their 12th. Catane up top. O'Donnell again. Goes near side. Backhand towards the box. Putney. Shot. Ball pops up. Hodgson Rogers chipping at it. And the Warriors are able to keep it out of the way of the net. And they get the call. They try to clear. Catches the back of Widener's stick. Ball pops back up to the 30. Montagano has it. Finds O'Donnell. Chips at it. And once again, the Warrior defense is stymieing the Bulldogs' offensive opportunities. And McAfee comes back to the 20. 2 minutes on the clock. McAfee drives it upfield. Nice sweep pass. Ball goes all the way up across the 30. Catane, nice footwork to stay on top of the ball. She gets it. Sends it to Montagano. Montagano to Vi Hodgson Rogers. Hodgson Rogers. Putney comes back again to help out. Up across the 40. Tries to get it to Lenti. Warriors come away with it as Curtin moved it up across the 50, but Elaine comes back. Sends it upfield. O'Donnell with room. And O'Donnell's able to get them to commit another foul. This will be the 13th corner of the game for the Bulldogs. A minute 15 on the clock, fourth quarter, tie game. Senior Grace Wolf will inbound. Brings it up top to O'Donnell. O'Donnell cuts to the right, dishes left. Montagano shot, save. Ball bounces around in front of the net. Hits McAfee's foot again, and the Bulldogs will have another opportunity. Their 14th corner of the game. We are now under a minute left on the clock. Wolf up top to Lenti. Lenti shot, save. O'Donnell rebound, looks for room, goes backhand. Ball goes out of bounds. 30 seconds on the clock. Bulldogs will have another opportunity if they hurry. Montagano from the 25, looking for room. Shovels it into the shooter circle. O'Donnell spins, puts it towards the net, chipped at over the top of the goalie as Lenti tried to find the back of the net, but ball goes out of bounds. 10 seconds left. Bulldogs are trying to hurry. Montagano from the 25, 5 seconds left. She's not going to be able to get it off. And we're going to have an overtime thriller here at Bedford High School tonight off a 2-2 tie at the end of regulation. As the Bulldogs just weren't able to connect on those offensive bids. Well, we've certainly been in for a real treat tonight. As we've mentioned several times during the broadcast, two of the best programs in the state here.
Folks, we will now
both teams playoff bound.
By a 10-minute overtime.
And just an absolute barn burner of a game here as it's gone back and forth. And not to understate the goaltending play by Morgado for the Warriors has been outstanding. Several different times the Bulldogs have worked the ball down into the circle and had great bids, but Morgado has been able to stop them. And the rest of the Warrior defense is not giving the Bulldogs much room to operate in that shooter circle. Just getting right on top of the player and slowing down the offensive bids. On the other side of the ball, Fiona McAfee has really been able to control the ball in the full length of the field for the Warriors. She's been getting it and taking off and running with it, stick handling through traffic,
And there's really something to be said for that simple skill of being able to run with a field hockey ball up the field. Makes all the difference in the world when you can stick handle and get up the field quickly, and she certainly does that, as she has been the factor for this Winnacunnet team today. We're going to catch our breath here for a couple minutes before we start the overtime period here at Bedford High School, as the Winnacunnet Warriors 2 and the Bedford Bulldogs 2. For those of you at home, high school field hockey overtime is a 10-minute overtime period. There are 7 players on the field for each team, a 7v7, lots of open space. And we will see how this plays out, as both these teams certainly deserve to make it all the way to this overtime match. Great play both ways. O'Donnell tries to work her way up the field, gets tangled up with McAfee. And they're going to call foul. It'll be McAfee taking the ball for the Warriors. She sends it downfield. Vi Hodgson-Rogers tries to clear it. Fowler intercepts it, chips at it. Catane comes back and recovers for the Bulldogs. And they're going to call foul on the Warriors. So it'll be a free hit for the Bulldogs. Catane, far side to Wolf. Wolf tries to find O'Donnell, chips it up the field. O'Donnell up across the 40. Coming backdoor hard is Lenti. O'Donnell trying to get around the defender, loses the handle. That ball moves upfield. Montagano intercepts, looking for room, trying to stick handle around the player. Draws a foul, gets it back, sends it in towards the circle, gets knocked down nicely there by the Warriors as Fowler comes back out. Lays it out for her teammate. Catane steps up, tries to send Montagano. Ball just goes too far. And up comes McAfee with speed and numbers. Splits the D, finds Fowler in alone, onside, shot just wide of the net, as the Warriors were able to bust by the Bulldog defense and go in on a break. Almost a 2-on-0 alone on Irene Tsai, but just weren't able to connect. Ball comes back the other way. O'Donnell has it. Tries to get around the player, can't. McAfee comes back, sends it up into the shooter circle. Warriors towards the net. Tsai comes out, kicks it out of the way. Hodgson-Rogers knocks it down. Referee's going to call Bedford ball from the 16. Montagano goes quickly, far sideline. Out to Wolf. Wolf back to Montagano. Montagano stick handling, looking for room. Cuts across the 40. Again, cuts across the 30, is able to draw a foul. She finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell goes back through her legs, tries to get around the defender. Nicely defended there as they pop the ball back up the other way. Only 2 defenders back. 3 offensive players going up the field. McAfee sends it all the way up. Fowler chasing it, trying to keep it in, does. Catane chops at it. Fowler in on net, shot. Ball goes wide. As the Warriors again with another unbelievable offensive chance here in the overtime period. Wolf, far side, tries to move it upfield, can't. Warriors draw the foul on the Bulldogs. McAfee. Ball's going the other way. Wolf. Up to O'Donnell. O'Donnell stick handles, tries to move up across the defender. They bump. Putney pushes it upfield, looking for room. Goes back, finds Montagano. Montagano, backhand into O'Donnell. She looks for room, cuts right, looking for the shooter circle. Does, tries to get a shot off. Defended there, but it's going to be a corner call, as Curtin put her stick out. And the referee will award the Bulldogs with a corner shot. 3 defenders in the box, along with the goalie. Bulldogs, 2-2 tie, overtime game. Grace Wolf from the goal line, up top to O'Donnell. O'Donnell looking for room, goes backhand, shot, hits the foot of the defender. Still looking for room. Cuts down to the right, back into the shooter circle, gets a shot off, goes back door. Grace Wolf chops at it, off the foot of the defender again, and the Bulldogs will get another corner try. As the Warriors are just hanging on and just keep battling and keeping the Bulldogs from putting the ball in the back of the net. Bulldogs, another corner. Wolf up top to O'Donnell. She slips it. Finds Montagano with a 360. Montagano shot just wide to the left of the net. Off a beautiful pirouette move, 360. Montagano froze the defender. And that ball just missed wide by inches. As we continue overtime play, McAfee running up the field, going up across the 40, sends it off the Bulldog player and out of bounds. Now she drives it downfield. Stolen by Montagano, charges up the field, lays it out, trying to catch O'Donnell. O'Donnell gathers it at the 10, moves back in, tries to chip it around the defender but can't. Warriors come back the other way, 3-on-2 if they hurry.
That wasn't a hack. What?
Players collide, referee blows the whistle. Players on the field waiting for the call. They're going to call the Bedford player for the collision. Massive advantage for the Warriors, or they'll be up a player. 7-on-6 on the field, and it'll be their ball.
I know.
And a timeout called.
So we called the first one.
Bedford coach Kate Gaudreau wants to slow this down, calls a timeout. 3:46 left on the clock. Bulldogs have certainly had their chances, just haven't been able to find the back of the net, as have the Warriors on 2 quick breaks, one of which looked like a certain goal, and they just weren't able to connect. The Bulldogs come back out onto the field. They'll still be under penalty. So the Warriors will be up a player, which is a massive advantage when you're talking about 7-on-7 overtime play. Lots of room out there for the Warriors because somebody is not going to be covered. Players making their way back out onto the field. Ball will be set at about the 40-yard line.
Let's go, White.
It'll be a side in for the Warriors. Referee blows the whistle, play back underway. Up steps Elaine, chips it away. She comes up across the 50, moves it up across the 30. Going towards the net, into the shooter circle, rips a shot, just doesn't get it. Nice offensive bid by the Bulldogs as freshman Abby Elaine tried to get the ball to the net. Ball goes out far side. McAfee has it. She stick handles up. Montagano slows her down. Ray trying to defend her. McAfee gets it back. She cuts inside out. On the move, up across the 30, pushes the ball up into the shooter circle. Bulldogs will have it. Montagano looking for Elaine as she comes up the field. She cuts across the 50. Her and O'Donnell on the 3 Warrior defenders, trying to work it towards the shooter circle. Sends it down to O'Donnell at the 10-yard line. O'Donnell Stick handles, finds Montagano. Montagano spins, finds room. Looking for a shot, scoops it towards the net. Just out of O'Donnell's reach, hits Montagano's legs. As we're under 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, still a tie game in this overtime period. Both teams have had their chances. Warriors come back the other way. Anna Ray chases back, nice defensive play.
Maddie, come on.
As she came back to get it. And she'll take it back up the field. Trying to find O'Donnell. Warriors come back, moving up the field. Slowed down there again by the Bulldogs. Call in the back of stick. It's going to be a free hit for the Warriors. McAfee moves in towards the shooter circle. Lets one rip. Ball goes wide to the left. A great bid again there by the Warriors. As the play once again, back and forth we go. Minute 30 on the clock. Bulldogs trying to get the ball upfield. Bulldogs commit the foul.
That restart is ridiculous. Why is it
Minute 10 on the clock. Bulldogs with the free hit. O'Donnell takes it. Looking for room at the 50.
What did she do?
Gets it up across the 40. In across the 30. Tries to send it up to Montagano, but can't get it there. They fight for it. She trips up the Winnacunnet player. And it's going to be a free hit for the Warriors. And O'Donnell is going to get a card. And the Bulldogs will be down to 5 players on the field. As the Warriors are as well, but they're about to get a player back. Elaine takes it up across the 30. 40 seconds left on the clock. Montagano tries to peel it away. Does. Free hit. Montagano trying to find room. Spins around, draws the corner call. And the Bulldogs are going to have an opportunity to end this game as time's about to run out. 20 seconds on the clock. Kate Gaudreau calling in the play for the corner. Senior captain Catane down on the baseline. Warriors defense setting. Catane sends it in with time expiring. Montagano. Referee blows a whistle. He's going to reset the players. Not sure what the referee saw there. But everybody's going to reset. Catane. Referee's going to have her switch sides.
Let's go, White.
Catane up top. Montagano sweeps it. Elaine, shot, deflected, rebound, knocked out and out of bounds. That ball will go. That'll end this game in a 2-2 thriller here at Bedford High School, as these two teams certainly put it all on the field tonight. And both played really, really great field hockey. We'll see these two teams probably meet again in the playoffs.
In a well-played, exciting field hockey game. Final score, Winnacunnet 2, Bedford 2.
So for Bedford Community Television, we'd like to thank you for joining us tonight. Our next broadcast is the boys soccer game versus Keene Blackbirds on Tuesday at 7 p.m., followed by a Friday broadcast at 7 p.m. for the boys football team versus Nashua North. So please tune back in to Bedford Community Television to catch those games. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Career points.